I'll try to make it fast. But I do have a lot of things planned to do today. Okay, so we've been working on this library thing for quite a long time already. And kind of, I didn't want to spoil some of the parts that involve some puzzles because I didn't randomize the puzzle. And if I show it on stream, then you get an answer to exactly how to solve the puzzle, and you're not supposed to have spoilers like that. So I'm just going to show the next part of it, which you'll get access after you solve the puzzle and do a simpler part of the game. But basically you can hear some of the footsteps of the enemies here. You can hear that, right? Yeah, I think you can hear that. So here you can see that I will demonstrate that one of the features that we have added, like the AI right now, it uses cone detection. So if you stand right in front of the enemy, they'll see you. Oh, stop. Okay. And by the way, they start running when they see you. Previously, they only walk and they do not run. So as you can see, they look in front of them, and if you stand behind them, they will not see you. So you can actually sneak up behind them. It's not that easy though. Ouch. Okay. Good thing that I don't die yet. I haven't added the dying mechanisms. But yeah, that they have cone vision right now. And they run. And also, I've added 2D A-star pathfinding. A-star is an algorithm for targeted chasing and patrolling. So even if they chase you to some place that they are going to be stuck on. Okay, sometimes they don't run. I don't know why, but like sometimes they chase you to a place like here. And let me try to juke the AI. Okay, yeah. So when they go back, they actually find their way back without getting stuck in this corner, because previously they only walk in a straight line, and I've made it so that they can find a path across the area so that they don't get stuck in one area forever. So that gave me quite a bit of trouble because, but it's an essential feature, I know. It gave me quite a lot of trouble because it's actually easier. Not easier, but more people work on 3D pathfinding than they have worked on 2D pathfinding. To make a 2D game is not hard, but to make a kind of advanced 2D game is harder because less people make advanced 2D games. So it's kind of the less people that does the same thing as you did, the more difficult it gets, and the less you will find the codes, people sharing the same codes or selling the codes online. So and 2D is kind of like a stylized way of representing the game. So it's actually not easier to work on a 2D game compared to a 3D game. So when we develop a 2D game like this, things like pathfinding, they're actually much more difficult as compared to using them in 3D, especially in Unity 3D. Like Unity itself is actually built on 3D, and if you want to use it in 2D, you actually use 2D on top of 3D. So that's the main issue. But Unity provides a lot of nice tools that makes other things easier. So kind of balance things out when it comes to ease of development. And you can see here that we have a A-star Pathfinder here. And the paths, they are plotted in debug mode, where you can see we render, we use the Pathfinder to explore to trace the areas around the player. So when you move around, the pathfinding area actually moves with your player. So this whole thing detects what areas can be traversed and what areas cannot be passed through. So there's a lot of small areas that the detection doesn't work. So we have to like handcraft a lot of areas one by one so that they are more accurate and the AI doesn't get stuck in corners. So that's where the difficulties come in. And this is kind of like a procedurally generated Pathfinder grid. If the area doesn't cover the path for the cultist, it will stop walking because it doesn't have a path. So when I approach that area, then they will start walking. So there are limitations, but once I've done this, I actually can use it for other things like making the follower AI better, because right now the follower AI actually passes through objects. It doesn't have a pathfinding. It's not much of an AI, but the follower thing where you have multiple monsters in one team. So that allows me to explore a lot of other options like making NPCs follow you or making NPCs walk around the town. So it's an essential feature that I eventually have to do, and I've been procrastinating a lot because it actually doesn't do much other than quality of life or making the gameplay more lively. So that is one thing that we have done in the previous weeks. And then also there's going to be a group of enemies that spawn from like once you have completed some objectives, they spawn as reinforcements. So you will see if I spawn them right now, they will appear from they will jump down from above, appearing like they jump down from above. So they will have something like this. They poof out of thin air and appear. Okay, but I'm not going to summon them right now because it's going to be annoying to have a bunch of them chasing me around when I'm developing. So one more thing that I want to show is in the I need to exit this area to show that. I need to go back to the library. So in the library, we made the secret entrance, right? And previously, if you open the secret entrance from an area that you cannot see the entrance, the only thing that you can see changing on your screen is actually like there's a slight shaking on your screen. But I find that like players might miss out that they have done something correctly. Like for example, I leave this empty, the screen shakes because the bookshelf is closing. But players doesn't know what is actually happening because they have never seen the bookshelf moving before, and they don't even know where the bookshelf is. So we will provide hints throughout the library, but right now I'm going to add something that make it more obvious so that even if they don't notice the screen shaking, they can see the word pop up. Hidden library entrance revealed, something like that, so that they can see that actually something has happened, and then they will look around the library. By the way, I will make this. I've already done this. This note will tell you a hint on how to unlock the secret passage and where to find the secret passage. So I think we have provided enough hints for the player to know where exactly things are. And eventually they will complete the quest and they'll end up in this area. So they have to collect these books